Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment, but today's video is pretty special. It's on.
In Super Mario Bros, you can hit him with one of these. You can't do that in Wrecking Crew. You can't do that. After the incredible successes of its arcade pieces, Nintendo decided the games industry was one they wanted to pursue over just being toy manufacturers and launched the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was revolutionary and the first of its kind when it came to streamlining the arcade experience at home.
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet?
And what better way to show off their newfangled toy than with their makeshift mascot, Mario Jumpman Mario himself. Cue the intro! Miyamoto and crew got into their bunkers and decided to code an entirely new kind of game, one where you scrolled from the left side of the screen all the way to the right. And in doing that, they created a whole new genre from their unknowing midst. It was called the Side Scroller. In case you weren't aware, this is actually the second official outing of the brothers named Mario, except in this one, they get to be super. To trust outside sources as lore, which is what all good researchers will tell you is a bad thing, the Mario Bros. Movie reveals to us that Mario and Luigi are Brooklynites who took a mysterious portal to the Mario world, where Peach is also from Brooklyn and the Goombas look really fucking weird. Ugh. Timmy, don't look at that. I said, Timmy, don't look! Now, what I'm confused about is that in this game, there is no Princess Peach until the end, but in the movie, she's there basically the whole time. And Bowser's like Donald Trump or something. I don't know. The game takes a creative approach to that movie's plot, where you traverse through 8 semi-themed worlds to reach the castles at the end. And at the end of each but the final world, you save one of the princess's toads, who tells you that she's in another castle. That'll be the only joke I make like that, I promise. Maybe. And you may say,
"Oh, with such a simple plot, there must not be a lot to compel you to play more."
and I'll say to you, have you been paying attention? Which game have I reviewed that has had an interesting plot at all? We haven't gotten there yet. I'm in my arcade era. And then I would quickly sucker punch you in the jaw. Do you not remember what Reggie said?
Why bother?
Story is of course important to games, as gaming as a medium is one of artistic expression, but if your supplies, budget, or hardware are limited, gameplay takes a forefront above all else when it comes to making a good game that will be remembered well. Now, of course, the question is, does Super Mario Bros. Achieve that? Why did I ask that question? They literally have him at Target. He's just hanging out. The highest echelon of society came to be when Target Mario started existing. But before he became an icon, he had this game. So why don't we take a little tour? I'm going to give you a little review of every level in the game in 5 words or less. Starting with World 1-1. Very easy level.
Koopas.
World 1-2. Warp Pipe if you're lame. World 1-3. Floating platforms and red shells. World 1-4. Easy castle. World 2-1. Spring mechanics work in concept. World 2-2. I love big bloopies. World 2-3. Cheap run fun, but scary. World 2-4. Watch out for flamey bars. World 3-1. Wintry vibes. Fuck this Koopa. World 3-2. Straight line? Easiest level ever? World 3-3. Floating platforms make me happy. World 3-4. Precarious places. Ugh. Oh my god. World 3-4. World 3-4. Precariously placed pillars cause stress. World 4-1. Kamek fucking sucks. Running clears. World 4-2. Amazing platforming. Besides this jump. World 4-3. Mushrooms? This is like Mario! World 4-4. First maze, first maze, first. You've made it halfway through the game. If you were playing along, wow, impressive work beating that whole section in about a minute. It took me like 20. Now that we're done with the front half, let's take a brief intermission. One thing I'd love to note is for a game made this long ago, the platforming is surprisingly fluid. There's obviously going to be the random fuck you pits and 3 block jumps onto a 1 block wide platform, such was the times, but there's some moments in this game where once you get going, you can go without stopping. World 3-4 is an incredibly designed level in regards to speed and platforming, as it takes what you've learned in the previous 2 castles, that being the lava bubbles and the flame bars, and folds them together into a level where it feels fun to pass everything as fast as possible, even if you do hit the occasional waiting section. Just like Mario Bros. Classic, the enemy variety is amazing with this game. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you could tell that the dev team wanted these levels to feel as jam-packed with things as they could fit on those tiny, tiny cartridges. There's obviously Goombas and the Koopas. But there's also Lakitu, the Spinies, the Beetles, Hammer Bros. They didn't skimp out just because it was a new kind of game. Miyamoto wanted you to feel new and inventive ideas all throughout every level of the game, until he decided to make the game unfair and unfun. This sort of gameplay was newer and more exciting, so they had to make sure that it stuck instead of being a one-time thing. Super Mario Bros. Had to be something that people of any age could play and have fun with, because Nintendo had to succeed with this newfangled console thing. Okay, intermission over. Get your game back up and start speedrunning, you freak. World 5-1, baby's first Mario Maker level. World 5-2, Koopas, Beetles, Hammers, oh my. World 5-3, Bullet Bill Barrage is massive. World 5-4, I don't enjoy this one. World 6-1, Nighttime Barrage running clears. World 6-2, Piranha Plants everywhere. World 6-3, insanely precise platforming, proceed cautiously. Alternatively, this level is so white! World 6-4, watch out for Bowser's hammer. World 7-1, keep 2 bullets for safety. World 7-2, this one requires blooper jukes. World 7-3, fish parades antics annoy me. World 7-4, second worst maze. Ah! World 8-1, the calm before the storm.
Talk about it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm fucking goated at Mario. No! World 8-2, holy shit, so many enemies. World 8-3, shit, fuck! I would like to pause for a moment to talk about World 8-3 briefly. This level is a barrage of almost exclusively Hammer Bros and Bullet Bills. Now, when you have a bunch of Hammer Bros that throw in the exact arc that you jump, it is very hard to dodge. This level is why I feel no shame in using the rewind feature when it comes to Super Mario Bros. I love rewinding instead of just dying for no good reason. World 8-4. You can't win without guides. And now that I'm done with the short reviews, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this level in particular as well. The last castle of Super Mario Bros. Is maybe one of the worst designed levels of any platformer I've ever played. Up until this point, there are certain castles that are mazes. They present you with weird paths to go, and if you go in the correct order, you get to fight the imposter Bowser at the end. These levels aren't the best in the game by any means, but they're at least doable with minimal trial and error. This is the path you need to take in 8-4. This is actually maybe the craziest map I've ever seen in my life. There's genuinely no way you could get this first try without a guide, let alone second or third try. This level has multiple sections with dead ends, looping segments, and traps that send you back to the beginning of the maze when you enter them. All while being filled with enemies and hazards that could easily end your run. And no, I do not know why I had so much trouble with that hammer, bro. Here's my thesis for today's video. Old games are hard on purpose, but if you aren't alright with the challenge, it's okay to save state, it's okay to rewind, and it's okay to not be good until you are. There's no reason to stop yourself from enjoying a game the way you want to. I know I don't need to say this, but gaming has a lot of elitism around how to play the right way, and although I think in most instances there is a dev-intended method, that shouldn't stop you from playing the game as you want to play it. Also, because I said all of that, you cannot get mad at me for using rewind. I will be so mad at you. Super Mario Bros. Is a trendsetter. It's an incredible first foray into the side-scrolling realm, and is a genuine must-play if you love platformers of any kind. For being such a landmark title, it's held up surprisingly well. And although the back half of the game gets almost insanely cheap at times, I think there's enough in there that can be enjoyed. I think I'm going to settle on an 8 out of 10 on this one, and it's going to be headlining the B tier. This was episode 2 of my Mario retrospective. I hope you all enjoyed, and remember, I will never play Wrecking Crew. That game is actual doo-doo balls. I think that's it. Subscribe! I would like to hit some subscriber goals. Let's subscribe to the channel and get me to 100 subscribers, and then I'll play Wrecking Crew.